Well, hey Taurus, welcome to April. This is your monthly tarot forecast. Um, I am doing these in order. I started with Aries and we're going around the zodiac signs. So if you don't see your zodiac sign right now, check the description box for the date or for the day of this week that it's going to be posted. Taurus, this is yours. So hey, here we are right now. So this month is going to be very interesting because at the end of this month, we are going to have a Pluto retrograde, and that's going to last for a large part of this year. It goes from April 27th to October 6th, and this really is about taking back your power. Okay, and I'm also pulling a few cards as I'm meditating before I do the reading, and I did get you as having a soulmate connection this month. So let's just see where we go. Let's see where we go for you. There will be an extended reading for this. Feel free to swap around the characters. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, Taurus, so that's a big deal. Also in April, we're going to be doing the past life regression class. So if you are interested in that, it is my belief that part of the reason why people have blocks is that they are not paying attention to past lives enough. So if you want to check that out, we'll be doing 3 sessions within that class. 2 sessions of actual regression, and then 1 we'll be talking about experiences and Q&A and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you want to avail yourself of that, that's happening in April. I think we're going to do another one that's just focused on twin flames, so that'll be interesting too. So let's see what's going on for you for the month of April, Taurus. Other than that soulmate card, let's see where that pops up. Let's see where that pops up. Okay, Gates of Triumph. Staying focused. Yeah, stepping into your power. Pluto in retrograde, baby. Take back your power. Saturn in May, I'm totally getting ahead of myself now, but Saturn is going into retrograde too. When Pluto goes retrograde, it's in the sign of Capricorn, so that is connected to Saturn as well. So this is definitely about, it can be about changing your own rules of like how things work for you, and you get to decide how things work for you now. That's a big part of this. I do feel like you are on the right path here, Gates of Triumph and staying focused. The Pluto retrograde may push back a little bit on some things, requiring you to learn some new things. All right, so that could be happening. Pluto and Saturn in retrograde. This is a lot of clearing space because that Saturn retrograde is again going to be until October. And it's really be about clearing space for things that are going to support new, powerful elements for yourself. Like you're discerning what is going to be more powerful in relationships for you. If you've been in relationships that you feel like your power is diminished, you're going to be able to rework that idea. Okay, so maybe reworking with an existing partner, or because everything about retrogrades is about right? You could be reflecting and actually reworking. That's kind of cool. Page of Wands underneath. Sun. Look at that. Sun, High Priestess, King of Pentacles. I'll talk you through this. Wheel of Fortune in a second. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. 6 of Wands. So Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, could be a Libra here. I see Libra. I feel like some of you have come through this cycle. Some of you for quite a while could have gone through this kind of, I don't know, dark night of the soul, but very Plutonic. Pluto is connected to Scorpio energy. And so there's a deep diving into what is good for you, what feels good for you, what do you want to do? And I feel like you're coming out the other side of this now, shining. So the Pluto in retrograde for you can be about really stepping into power. It is not the thing that's going to get blasted apart. Now you got to rebuild everything. It's like you've already been through that, been there, done that. Okay. You're fresh and new now, Taurus. Okay. This is beautiful. 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Wow. Five of Pentacles and the outcome here. Okay, so for me, I feel like some of you are letting go of a strong, stable structure that you've built because you don't have your heart in it anymore. Okay? And I feel like you might have a different kind of journey. Not planned. It's not planned. Okay? This is not planned. Because you have done the inner work, because you have really focused on what's important to you, you're coming out shining. All right. You're really tapping into your intuition. You're following it. You're trusting it more. This is on your schedule. It's in your day planner that transformation is happening right now. So you may have done this work and then not see that the new path you're on, this Eight of Cups, this new spiritual path that you're on, is about releasing things that are stuck for you. All right. Releasing patterns that are stuck. I do feel like there's a little bit of unintended consequences here, that because you've come through this Nine of Pentacles and Six of Wands, there's somebody who can't deal with it. All right. It could be like you all of a sudden are a bright shining star at work and your boss cannot handle this. Okay. You could also be married to somebody who's used to being the shining star and they don't like it when you're the shining star. You never would have thought that. I don't think you ever would have thought this. You could also be, I feel like you've taken a long time to get yourself to the place where you're embracing your true nature, your true authenticity. And I almost feel like you're helping others in that same way, to help embrace their true authenticity and to see with clarity. So you might be leaving behind some kind of job or career or stable partner. Okay, you might be leaving that person or that experience behind. But what you're doing is, I see a lot of eights here. Okay, eights are about industry and taking action. And whatever mindsets you've had that have been limiting for you, that's what's going to go away. You got to let go of that. You can't hold on anymore. You can't have one foot on the boat and one foot on the dock anymore. I think that's what you've been doing. And but it hasn't seemed that way because those two have always been in alignment. The boat's right here, it's in safe harbor, and I got my foot on the dock, and so it seems fine. But now you want to take this boat out for a spin. You want to get out there and use the tools you've been cultivating and use your knowledge and you feel inspired, and that dock is not coming with you. There's other docks in other ports around the world. I had a friend one time who wanted to sail around the world with his wife and I'm telling you, like infant and 3-year-old child. And I was like, oh my God. And he figured it out. What they did was they hugged the shoreline, and they got to, they sailed down from New York down to Florida, maybe down into South America, and then they docked it for the winter, flew home to New York, worked for 8 months the next summer, or however they timed it, so it would be the easiest seas. Okay, less choppy, less problematic. They got down to the tip of South America, and to go across the ocean or wherever they went across the ocean, they did it at the most opportune time, really planned it out. This is very Taurian energy, very much planning it out. And the thing that they didn't have, they let go of the shoreline. They let go of that for a while to make it over to Europe, or to make it over to Africa, to make it over to wherever they docked across the ocean. And then they had this really great plan of how do we hug the coastline and we do this. And it took them years to do this, but that's how they wanted to do it. So they invited in a new kind of way of doing things while they still had some semblance of who they were. That was legit for them because they have small children, so that was very legit for them. And yet they gave up some of the comforts. If they said, well, we only want to stay in our home port here in Maine, then you're not sailing around the world. Okay, but we're still on our boat. Okay, that's fine, but you're not sailing around the world. So this has to do with, I feel like you're moving from one kind of life into another kind of life. And some of the things can stay and some of the things can't. It doesn't mean that, oh, this new world has no comforts or no, things that I loved about my own life. It's kind of like, look at your old life and what are the things you really love about it? And then how can you transform them for this new kind of journey? Okay, how can you do that? The Six of Pentacles, to me, I want to clarify. Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords, Moon. There is something here about releasing and letting go of people who are taking from you. Okay? That's something that's kind of important to know, that those are the things that may be released and let go. And you may be dealing with someone like that in a relationship, and up until now it's been fine because you've been very giving and everything like that, but now you want to balance that with giving to yourself, and they're like, wait a second, I used to get 90% of everything you give out, now I'm only getting 60%. I'm kind of pissed about that. And you're like, okay, you're only getting 60% from me? Really? That seems pretty selfish to me. So there can be this like reorienting, and I think you're getting very clear about where you're going and what you're doing. And so it is going to be a stepping into power kind of role for you. You're no longer going to be afraid of letting go of the things that are creature comforts to you or that made your life happy in the past. Take those with you and evolve them into something new. So this Plutonic energy that's coming in at the end of the month, you're really going to see like, hey, how are you doing with change? Well, I'm doing great with change. If I can be like, okay, these are the things I really love. How can I evolve those ideas into my new life? Because that's what wants to come. And becoming very capable and self-confident in that you're seeing things differently. And the key to this whole thing is not money. The key to this whole thing is intuition. Because that's what's going to guide you here. Okay. So I do see that you could be dealing with a Sag, Pisces, Leo, Cancer. Sag, Pisces, Leo, Cancer here. Yeah. Okay. So I'll look at those in the extended. If you want to continue on with me, this April is looking big time. All right. Link is below for you. I'll see you over there.